Namaskar, brothers and sisters. Today I'm making my 50th video. It's like anniversary, kind of. And I wanted to show you a little museum which I made during these last couple of years by myself. Everything you will see here is recycled or restored or made by myself. We're on a very low budget, and maybe you will like it. It's kind of museum, but it's also for my daily use. And friends come to visit me and you know, for that kind of purpose. Maybe one day, soon, I hope, it will be center of the civil movement, which I will talk about as well, which is called UNS, Ujedinjeni Narod Serbia. It's a civil movement called United People of Serbia, United Nations of Serbia, also we can translate it. And it's becoming more and more popular, with the wonderful people are joining it and supporting it. And probably in the near future, this little museum will be center of that movement. It's a movement which fights for the justice, for the human rights, and for humanity, and especially here in Serbia for Serbian people. So let's start this little tour, and I'll show you and quickly and explain you some things later on about a couple of items which are very special to me. As you can see, it's made a little bit in a country and western style, spaghetti western. This door I made as well. This double how it's called, functioning door. Okay, I don't know where to start with. Maybe I'll start with the Native American Indians. You have to take in account that all these things are replicas, but as you can see, these are real arrows, which of course I made. The arrow heads I made, dedicated to Native American Indians. This is a tree which is taken actually from the garden and then cleaned and varnished and made like a sculpture, almost it looks. It was a live tree from the garden, but dry. So I stripped all the skin which it had, and I varnished it. This is also the Indians. This is a Russian samovar, you know, for the making for tea. It's old, probably maybe even 100 years old. Indonesian umbrella for the protection of the sun. These are all different items from Spain, plates, and these are Serbian antique tools for the kitchen. The bag. This is interesting. Another tree. some weapons we got there. And you will ask me, probably a lot of people will laugh seeing this. This is a special present for the man called Žvalavi. To je poklon za Žvalavog. Serbian people will understand me very well who I'm talking about. This is waiting for him because he deserves it. And I'm not going to go into the details, but I only can say, Žvalavi, ovo te čeka, nek ti je Bog u pomoć. This is a Bowie knife. Yeah, very well armed, as you can see. Okay, let's move to the real part of the museum. These pieces, as you will see a lot of pieces, pictures and icons with religious motives, you know. But don't take me, you know, wrong. I'm not against religions and everything, but I'm more into spirituality. But this is a museum. This is museum. So every interesting piece deserves to be here. All kind of pictures and sculptures. This is a very nice one. And that's what I was talking about. There are lots of Orthodox icons made on wood. You know, they are actually art. So maybe you will be surprised to see so many of them here. But as I said, I'm into spirituality, not so much into religion. But I love Jesus Christ. I respect him. But no, I'm not in favor of going to the church. This is American sculpture, as you can see. Also very much modified and customized. Seat is done by me, all leather. All that leather is done by me. Everything, it's very much modified. It's a Harley Davidson Sportster motorcycle. You know, that piece also deserves to be in a museum because it's a little sculpture, isn't it? So, this I wanted to show you what I was saying about religions and Orthodox Christianity, and there are plenty of them. I'm not gonna go into the details which all the saints are here. This is one of my favorite, Saint George killing the dragon. Sveti George ubija Aždaju. To je moja slava. We celebrate, my family celebrate this saint, Saint George. This is Jesus. There are plenty of them. Maybe some people will find it interesting, you know, to see this. As I said, this is a little museum. It's a nice, lovely space. All right, these are the tools, very old tools used in Serbia. This is for flour, for the wheat, and then the corn. Serbian bags, handbags. This is Moroccan thing. This is actually a lighter. And this cord is a filter. Oh, this is the lighter which can last for a very long time. You know, you pull the filter out and then you soak it in a petrol, normal gasoline. And then how it's spending this rope, you're just pulling little by little. This is Serbian as well, made with a Moroccan. Why not? This is South American weapon. You know, this is the thing you have arrow inside, and which where you put the little bit of poison on the top of the arrow, and then you can kill the monkey. You see, here it is. That's what I was talking about. So this you put inside. Okay, I think it's going. I'm not sure which side. No, yeah, it's going from this side. This side, yeah. You put this, and then you blow it. And this is, oops, this is the sheet to keep it. Yeah, the South American, they use it for killing the monkeys. And the bad humans. And the bad humans as well. Now we are coming a little bit to the Spanish-Mexican part. This is also South American, which the shamans are using in their ceremonies. This is Spanish. This is Spanish things. This is mariachi sombreros, mariachi hat, no? From Mexico. I've got two of them. They're authentic. They are not replicas. This mirror is from Morocco. This art is, I don't know where it came from, but it's beautiful. It's really nice pieces of art, and I know where it came from. This is one of my favorite icons. Just please, okay, this light. Please pay attention to expression on his face. We are all becoming like this for the last 2 years, because you know what's going on, you know, and why we have that expression on our face. The drum, again, St. George. Let's go quickly to this. This is what I wanted to talk about. This flag, it's maybe even 100 years old. Of course, it's recovered. I'm talking about this piece. You know, it was hidden before the Second World War. Original flag with that central symbol, which says for king and patria, for and country, you know. In faith with faith in God. S verom u Boga. In faith in God for king and country. S verom u Boga za kralja I otadžbinu. That's old Serbian flag, which was in use until 1945, before the communists came to power. And this one was hidden by my grandfather. And then in the 90s, some suddenly appeared, the flag appeared, and it was on the tank in Kosovo in 1999. And then in 2007, I got it. I think in the meantime, it was refurbished. It was repaired. This is not original. This is new. You know, the flag, but the symbol is the old one. Maybe 80 or between 80 and 100 years old. I reckon. But of course, during the time it got really worn out and ripped, and it was in the war. This flag was in the war, and it was on the tank, flying. So you can imagine how it ended up. So it was replaced and put on a new flag, sewed up. This is my Indian corner. Shiva, Om Shivaya Namah, Bhavanam Kevalam. Yeah, when we are at that, just give me 1 minute, please. I want to tell you something. Let me see. The meaning of spiritual practice is to look upon every human being, every object of this universe as one integral entity. To jeopardize the unity of the human race by creating factions is not the purpose of spirituality. It means Dharma. Those who encourage vested interests survive on the mental weakness and want to survive on the mental weakness of humanity and its dissensions. And that is why they become afraid at the widespread of the ideals of spirituality and oppose it by all immoral means, such as abuse, wrong propaganda, and falsehood. Humanity must not be cowed by this. It has to march ahead. It is to be borne in mind that hindrances are numerous and the path of righteousness, and to continue the fight against them is spiritual practice. So what Baba wanted to say, Shishyanandamurti, is actually this resistance which we are doing now against the immoral governments and fighting for righteousness, fighting for freedom. It's actually spiritual practice. Spiritual practice is not only going to church or doing meditation or chanting mantras or praying or whatever. Spiritual practice is resisting and fighting for freedom. You see, it's very clearly, Anandamurti says, the path of righteousness, to stay on the path of righteousness and continue the fight against them, against evil forces, is spiritual practice. You don't have to, I don't have to show you, to prove it. You can trust me. I'm just reading it. So, This is a little museum. This is the kitchen part. Bathrooms. Not so interesting anymore. So, brothers and sisters, the main story I wanted to emphasize, the main thing is this. I mean, everybody has to respect his heritage and culture and past. Somebody would say, it's just a piece of cloth. It is just a piece of cloth. But it's important what it represents. So, brothers and sisters, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Don't be afraid, it's just a tantric symbol. And come back to this very important symbol as well. All these evil forces, this is what is waiting for them, I promise you. So resist, brothers and sisters. Don't give up. The God is on our side. Absolutely, we will win this fight. Don't take that shot in the shoulder. Don't believe in this Maricon story, or whatever it's called. Tomorrow is gonna be something else. It's just terrible. It's terrible what they are doing to us. Absolutely, brothers and sisters. It's all lie. You must trust me. It's all fantasy from the day one. And soon is going to be 2 years living in a world of fantasy and lies and, of course, propaganda. So don't trust them. Nothing, zero trust. If you have to come to this, brothers and sisters, if we have to come to this, we will come to that. Our freedom is more important than anything else. So I hope you enjoyed this little visit to my little museum. Yeah, this is a Spanish guitar, I forgot to say. And please subscribe, support me, if you want. If you don't want, don't. I mean, I appreciate every help, every new subscriber. Slowly the channel is growing. It's not so important, but the message which I want to spread is important. That's why I'm asking people to watch my videos and to subscribe and, to help spreading this message. Znači, upišite se u moj kanal, pomozite da se širi poruka. Ayúdame para pasar mis mensajes. I said in 3 languages. Maybe that will help. Okay, brothers and sisters, I appreciate you spending very much. Thank you for spending some time with me, taking some time to watch this little video and to visit my little museum. I wish you all the best. Be strong, don't give up, and don't lose faith. We have to get united. We are getting united and we will win. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you, brothers and sisters. Namaskar.